Miss Rusink here with another daily challenge. Today I'm at my grandpa and grandma's farm and decided to take a nature walk. And I found so many cool things already outside. I found some really awesome pine cones under the big pine trees. I found some rocks. I found some awesome bushes and trees and flowers. There is so much out here. And I'm wondering what things are living and what things are non-living. And one question I have is, are pine cones alive or are they non-living? So I'm going to take a walk over to those big pine trees to try to discover and look into, are pine cones alive or not? Are they living or non-living? Let's take a look. So friends, I'm about to head into these pine trees to see what I can find. I already see lots of pine cones on the ground, and I'm also noticing some little tiny pine cones growing on this tree. If you look very carefully, you can see little mini ones about to sprout. Let's head in and see what else we can find. Lots of pine cones on the ground. Wow, look at these huge pine trees. And take a look at this. It looks like there's another tree growing right beneath this huge pine tree. I wonder how it got there. Wonder if maybe some seeds dropped down and it started to grow. I see some pine cones over here on the ground. Looks like we've got some really big pine cones, some really small pine cones. Some are very open. And then take a look at this pine cone. It looks like it's pretty closed up. I wonder why. Some pine cones are on the trees, and some have fallen to the ground. Oh, take a look at this. It looks like almost a purplish color. Look at that. On the very edge of the branch. I wonder what that is. Is it a baby pine cone that's going to grow into a bigger pine cone? This branch also has a bunch of these little buds on the very end. I wonder if these are living or non-living things. And the pine cones on the ground, are they living or non-living? I had so much fun on my walk at my grandparents' farm. I had so many questions, and a lot of them I answered when I was out walking through the pine trees. And I found so many cool pine cones. This one I actually did not find on my walk. I found this one at a store, and it's huge. But I found lots of really awesome pine cones, and I thought a lot about my question, are pine cones living or non-living things? So what makes something a living thing and what makes something a non-living thing? Let's look up at our I can statement. It says, I can tell the difference between living and non-living things. So over here it says living things, and over here it says non-living things. And I would like you guys to help me put some different objects under living things and some under non-living. But first, we need to know what a living thing is and what a non-living thing is. So let's watch this short video that will help teach us what makes something living or non-living. Let's take a look.
Let's learn the difference between living and non-living things. How do we know if something is living? Living things can move, grow, breathe, reproduce, and require nutrients like food and water. Let's look at an example of a living thing. Does a bear move? Yes. Does a bear grow? Yes. Does a bear need nutrients like food and water? Yes. Does a bear breathe? Yes. Does a bear reproduce? Yes. So is a bear living or non-living? That's right. It's living. So how do we know if something is non-living? Non-living things can't move. Non-living things don't grow. Non-living things don't need nutrients. Non-living things don't breathe. Non-living things don't reproduce. Let's look at an example of a non-living thing. Does a microphone move? No. Does a microphone grow? No. Does a microphone need nutrients? No. Does a microphone breathe? No. Does a microphone reproduce? No. So is a microphone living or non-living? That's right. It's non-living. Let's try some more examples together. How about a flower? Does a flower move? Yes. Does a flower grow? Yes. Does a flower need nutrients? Yes. Does a flower breathe or need oxygen?
So friends, we learned that living things can move, they can grow, they can breathe, they need nutrients, and they can reproduce. So I have some pictures of some different objects, and I want you to guess where you think they should go. Are they a living thing or a non-living thing? The first one is cheese. Cheese. Is cheese a living thing or a non-living thing? Think about it. Cheese is a non-living thing. Cheese can move if people move it, but it doesn't move on its own. It doesn't reproduce. It doesn't grow. So cheese is a non-living thing. How about a hen? Is a hen a living thing? Right below it is the word eggs. That's another object on this picture. And hen and eggs, are those living things or non-living things? Well, a hen, just like a bear in the video, is a living thing because it's an animal. It grows, it breathes, it needs nutrients to grow, right? And it can reproduce. A living thing. How about this one? What do you see? Ball. It's a soccer ball. Is a soccer ball a living thing or a non-living thing? Can a soccer ball move on its own? No, it can move when you kick it, but not on its own. It can't breathe, it can't reproduce, it doesn't need nutrients. A ball is a non-living thing. How about this one? Hamster. A hamster. Is that a living or a non-living thing? A hamster. Kind of like the hen and the eggs, a hamster is an animal. It needs nutrients. It needs to breathe, and it moves, right? A hamster is a living thing. Let's do this one. How about Mr. Sink's kangaroo? Is this a living thing and his baby in the pouch, or a non-living thing? What do you guys think? Well, if you said non-living, you would be right. A real kangaroo is a living thing, but this kangaroo is not alive, and it never has been. It doesn't move on its own. It doesn't need food. It's just a stuffed animal. So this would be a non-living thing. So then this card says stuffed animal. Are your stuffed animals at home living or non-living? It would be non-living. How about a fish? What do you think? Living or non-living? A fish would would be a living thing. It's an animal again. It moves, it breathes, it needs food to stay alive. How about this one? Leaves. Are leaves living or non-living? What do you guys think? Let's think about what makes something living. Can leaves move? Can they grow? Do they need nutrients? So your challenge for today is to go outside, go on a walk around your house, and search for things that are living and things that are not living. So you could try taking pictures of some of the things that you find and then go back and decide, is this living or not living? You can also use this sheet, friends. It says living and non-living things. Draw a picture of living things and non-living things that you find outside. So anything that is living that you find, you're going to write that word under living. And you can draw a little picture to go with it if you want. Anything not living, you're going to write on this side under non-living and draw a little picture to go with it. And then if you want, you can keep a tally mark total down here of how many things are living and how many are non-living. So put a tally mark every time you find something that is living under here and non-living in this box. I hope you guys have so much fun outside today searching for living and non-living things. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.